that intro hit different now, boy.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, so you already know, man. It's your boy, your girl call me Scarecrow because when I see her, I'm always looking for those brains. It's your boy, Prophet Pete.
In the building.
This is one deep.
And of course, it's me, your boy. Your lady texts me saying she needs it in the worst way. So I pull up and blow out those candles like it's her birthday. Sean recognize. What's up, world?
Yeah. What's
that
up,
intro,
people?
that intro hit different. Elevation.
Definitely hit different.
Looking very official. I'm feeling it.
Yes. So, it's all about elevation, motivation, and changing, man. And, one thing I realized, but I realize it all the time, but you know what it is, you tend to fall back into your past behaviors or learned behaviors.
Yes, sir.
And you like, yo, I got to change this and I got to do that. And the only way that we're going to be able to move forward or just move forward in general is if I stop doing the stuff I was doing before. So, you start on the right track. You be like, yo, I got to make sure we create new intros, make sure the show popping, all about production and all that. And then come showtime, right back to the regular shit.
Right? They say it's hard to motivate yourself, P Money. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying. Some days are more productive than others. You know what I mean? But all you got to do, and I read this somewhere. I forget where I read it, or else I would give them the credit. All you got to do is try to be better than the person that you were the day before. That's the goal. That should be the goal every day.
Yeah.
You're trying to be better than the P Money that was the day before. You know what I'm saying?
I think I did a good job today.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I think I did a good job today.
Real crispy. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Y'all leave it down in the comments if y'all like this intro better than the last one. I already know what y'all gonna say, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, we definitely keep it live and popping.
We do it for you. We do it for you. We do it for the masses, everybody around the world.
Yeah. So, one thing I read, especially when it comes to that, they said you actually have to lose your mind to become successful. And I'm like, it took me a second, like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? Mm-hmm. And you losing your mind is not following or doing anything you used to do before, like starting from scratch. But one thing that I ain't starting from scratch with, is putting down this cup.
I know that's right. What's that on your cup, P Money? What's that say on there?
WEMS Radio.
Step your merch game up if you haven't got it already. You know what I'm saying? Step your merch game up out there. That's what we do.
Yo, they loving the new intro. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
It's official.
But it's a beautiful thing, man. Just like rocking with it and trying out new things, man. Trying out new things, and I think we got to try out new things. I want to be the one to actually do something different every week.
Yeah,
and to motivate myself and elevate myself to the next level. And I think the listeners are gonna have to hold me accountable because if I'm slipping, I need somebody to call me on my bullshit.
Oh, well, the people's definitely gonna let you know, brother. That's what the spot is all about. It's just like being in the barbershop. You know what I mean? You can't tell a room full of fellas, hey, I'm gonna do XYZ, and then come up short because they're gonna remind you of that shit every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go.
Yeah, they sure enough will.
Yeah, constant reminder. So, we gotta fall in line, do the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold you, keep what they say, keep you at your word.
Yeah. Well, I got a word that I need to keep. And summertime coming, and your boy trying to get his bedroom body back. So it's about to go down.
No more belly on back season.
No more belly on back. It's just gonna be balls on back.
Yo, gotta throw a salute for that one, boy.
Yeah, man.
Balls on the back.
Being a big guy, I wasn't always big the size that I am now.
Yeah.
So I know what it is to have balls on the back and the
you,
belly on the back. But then
you
when
know,
you get the belly, you just try, figure out ways. But I tell you one thing, being bigger than what I was before, you find creative ways to actually get it in.
Oh yeah, you motivate. You can definitely make it happen, brother. You know, we're very creative. That's one thing. You know what I'm saying about black, especially black folks, man. You know what I'm saying? We invent all kind of different ways to fuck. You know what I'm saying? You be in the bedroom like, look, come here, girl. Put your pussy on this ladder right here. Let me see how. Like, hold still. Wait, bring your leg. Bring your leg. There it is. I got it now. God damn it. Oh,
you find all types of ways. Furniture takes on a whole new usage. Everything.
Yeah.
Like that step ladder that you would use to reach on the top of the counter.
Straight up.
Totally different.
Me doing that shit with the shower rod, you know what I'm saying? That shit, you know what I'm saying, went viral, but that ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? Nothing new. That's nothing, B.
Nah, especially those weak dudes that can't hold chicks up. They had to hold on to the shower rod.
Call him Mr. Stand Up in it. You better recognize, bitch. It's not a game.
I'm telling you. But yeah, man, it's definitely a motivating factor. Definitely got to get some stuff done, man.
Yeah, man, it can be done. It can be done, brother. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself. We believe in you too, man. We know you can do it, brother.
And we're going to be pushing for the spot to be syndicated on a few other stations. So, you're not just going to catch us here. You're going to catch us in a lot of other places.
I smell the growth. I smell some growth. Y'all better get on the bandwagon and the train and before I leave the station.
Yeah, because it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. And I think that is necessary, especially because of life-changing events.
Yeah.
And we sit there and we put things off till tomorrow, but there's no guarantee that tomorrow's gonna come.
That's a fact. Big fact.
That's where making yourself the better you the next day always falls into place. You got to move forward. You can't keep doing the same things. If you're unhappy with something, say, fuck it. I'm not doing that today.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow or the day after that.
Yeah. You can't move forward if you keep looking what's behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't look over.
That's true. You ever try to run forward and you looking behind your ass?
Yeah, guarantee you're gonna fall. Guaranteed.
You gonna fall flat on your face.
For sure.
Or your stomach first, depending on how big.
Yeah, depending. You know what I'm saying? Depending. You might bounce up like a gummy bear if you're really big.
I'm boing.
Telling my business with that one. People like a gummy bear. What is it? Candy? You talking about a candy? Not it. I'm talking about an actual gummy bear.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things going on, man, out there. A lot of things going on in the world. Shout out to Mother Nature for making that New York weather right, or righter than what it's been. Because one day it's snow, the next day it's sunny, then we got sleet, then we got rain, 20 degrees and 70 degrees.
Just like that. It's
just
again.
I think that was like last week's forecast. I swear to you. Like every day I got up, it was a different season outside. And I'm like, I don't even know what to wear. I'm just gonna take a coat and just wear a t-shirt just in case it get hot. I take the coat off.
With some rain boots, a fucking sweater vest.
I'm telling you, like when you live in New York, you got to put stuff in the car. Like you got to be prepared for all seasons.
You got to have a backpack with an umbrella and a fucking pea coat in that bitch.
I'm telling you,
wearing some shorts with some goddamn Timberlands, and they already think we crazy for that. So
yeah, but you heard about Young M.A.?
No, I didn't. Talk to me.
All right, so Young M.A. is trying to claim her crown to the city of New York with her rap game, because she's talking about people were saying, they want the old Young M.A. back.
Right.
So if anybody remember Young M.A. from, before she got popping, I think she was always popping, but popular. There you go.
Yeah. When she first started to get hot. Yeah.
Right. Because Young M.A. definitely got bars. Like, she got bars. She rap like a true New York hip hop artist.
Yeah, it goes without saying, for sure.
So, I get it. The ooh, that was my joint, by the way.
Yeah.
That was my joint because I was like, yo, that's dope. But I remember the Young M.A. before had the real serious bars, And she always rep where she from, which I appreciate that. Never forget it. That Subway token as the medallion that she had
was hard.
The cover.
Was hard.
Yeah, like all that stuff. It just represented who she was from. But also, from what we were speaking of earlier, I heard that ooh is better than lip gloss is popping. So what you guys say about that? Oh, Sean must have went for the fish. He's swimming now. He disappeared. But yo, while we waiting for Sean to come back, yo, I'm gonna get into this latest joint, Young M.A. video. It's a freestyle, y'all. Check it out.
Oh, this what we doing? Real life. I told her. Uvi. It's a Uvi. I keep the sticks like sushi, bitch in the two-seat. She bougie. She say you gotta pay for the coochie. Told her, mama, nah. If you free, then you free. Yeah, I'm a dog, but I fuck on 2 feet. Soon as you come, then you leave. Keep 2 guns on me. I call them my mood swings. I just got 2 rings. He like, what's that on your neck? I'm like, oh, that's a pool king. My mind ain't right. I know I got loose screws. That's why I keep me a Thule. Told niggas ready or not. Here I come. That's word to the Fugees. Sorry for the wait when I drop this tape. I swear it's like serving them Blue Dream. Red life shit, but my bloody he crip when we drip. You can see how that blue bleed. I ain't claiming that bitch. Her shit thought. Her shorty play for a few teams. I'm young and I'm rich. Yes, I'm a thought. Yes, I keep me a few teams. Smoking that Zaza. Got yak in the mata. I'm in Jamaica speaking that patois. Big up to the Gaza. B.I.P. to my blood, a nigga fly high. Throw them bees up sky high. Heard he want beef, aim at his noodles. We'll turn that boy into pasta. My hitter is shot top. Click clack. Blocker. Uvi, when we in the club, it's a movie. I got a gang full of goonies, but I am a goblin like Tunchi. I can't never let go watch my back, cause these niggas be switching like mood rings. So if you that nigga, I'm sending my hitters to spin on your block like a smoothie. Slide in the hoopty. Just got a check, 100K flex, so I went and bought me a new V. When they upgraded the AP, water, jacuzzi. Had to bring the old young and made back, and they still can't fuck with the new me. Now fuck you talking about. They told me to do it, so I went and did it, you feel me? And that's all they get. These niggas can't fuck with me, man. I'm running laps around these niggas, man. It's real life. It's Brooklyn. M.A., bitch.
Yeah. I'm here. I just had the mic down, didn't realize it, and I was talking. I was like, "Yo, I'm here." We went to the video, but it's cool. I dropped something.
Yeah, yo, but something I want to say about 2 bars that caught me real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like when she was like, "I got a few screws loose. Right. That's why I always walk with the Thule." Right, that one hit hard.
Pause.
And then she was like, I have my hitter spin the block, spin around like a smoothie. Woo. I was like, whoa.
Bar game.
But
Brooklyn stand up.
Yo, definitely Brooklyn stand up. And I think that's important. But yo, what else we got going on with Young M.A. besides her claiming her crown?
Well, she's doing big things, man. I mean, she was on M's last project, his last album.
Mm-hmm.
She got of course, she got the adult film out there, doing well on Pornhub. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check that out.
I remember she's only directing.
Yeah. Oh well, you just check it out. Check it out, man. Y'all might be surprised. But what else? There's some other shit she's involved in that I just heard about too. But did you see the link I just sent you? The message right there?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to play that, brother, because that right there was my introduction to Young MA, and I think everybody's introduction to Young MA, and I think this is what the appeal was. You know what I'm saying? It was refreshing. This was the draw for me. This was the draw. Shouts out to the plug. Shouts out to the plug because he know what I'm talking about. We used to watch this joint right here in the small spot. He know what I'm talking about.
There we go. All right, it's about to start playing in a second.
You know, they got to get their murder. All the Henny sippers, shouts out to you.
All right, so here we go. We're about to, this is the intro to Young MA. If y'all don't know,
this was the doormat right here.
We about to get it in.
Brooklyn,
stand up.
Ah, man.
Woo! Uh-oh. What happened to the sound? They got us. What happened? Well, I don't hear shit. Ain't that a bitch?
Middle finger to them niggas. I don't say you got shooters on the roof. Well, I got shooters in the bushes, nigga. Never ever been a pussy type, nope. But I know a lot of pussy dice. Your shit trash, you can't rap. And the engineer should have took your mic. You ain't a thug, you the mushy type. Fall in love and be hooked for life. You the type that'll kill your bitch if she try to leave and get booked for life. I'm really a calm nigga, but the niggas around me is really rowdy. I'm the type if I fuck with you, don't come near me, don't come around me. This loud pack that we smoking on, got the whole car looking really cloudy. I'm riding around in that white Chevy, but my next whip is that black Audi. It's Brooklyn, nigga, that's Kings County. Niggas hate, don't know a thing about me. Only real niggas I bring around me. Fuck your foreigns, I rock Jordans with a tank top and a Jesus piece. Like flashy shit, you niggas win, really don't mean shit to me. I got young boys that'll rob me. For your ACs and credit cards too. With that 380, it ain't hard to. So cooperate or they stalking me. I was born alone, I'ma die alone. I love money, I get money, I got money, and I got plenty. Mr. Hayes, when they let you out, I'm right there with them weapons out. You a fake blood, a disloyal nigga, nigga. Have to bring them stretches out, cause I'm not playing. 20 shots, pussy clot to your chest, nigga. You kill my brother, now you rest, nigga. Nah, fuck that, I got more to say. I know these hoes ain't loyal. Motherfucker, I wasn't born today. Fuck MOB, I'm MOE. I'm just trying to grind and duck the D's. I told niggas I don't gang bang, but for my bro, I throw up them bees. It's pain game, red life. Don't fuck with them and don't fuck with me. This is Brooklyn, nigga. What the fuck you mean?
Sis, what's good?
You can stop it right there. You can stop it right there.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we need to see.
That's all we need. That's Young MA doing
Wow.
what it does.
Wow. When I first saw that for the very, very first time, I told Plug, I said, yo, why is she not out here? Like, why are we not seeing her on a stage somewhere? Like, why is this chick not blown up right now? And then she just skyrocket after that. And then that ooh hit. After that ooh hit, The game was over.
Yeah,
Game was over.
and that was I think that was a good play by the labels to put some, it's a party track. It's definitely one of those joints that when you hear it, you turn up, you get live.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's definitely a club record.
yeah, but she getting back to those bars, and she made so much money off of
Yeah,
that she could do what she want now,
of course.
and she's already a household name. So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah. I mean, but
What's
I
up
think
with her and Lil Mama?
no, it wasn't her and Lil Mama. It was Lil Mama and Jack A. Harry.
Oh,
Yeah. No. Her and Young M.A. and hers. I don't know of any altercations or beef or whatever that they may have had. But I was gonna say before you said that, I think that is what the people are talking about when they say they want the old Young M.A. When they, what I'm saying, when they see that right there, what I'm saying, a lot of people probably have never even seen that before. P Money, so we opening some eyes and some ears tonight.
yeah.
She was definitely raw. You know what I'm saying? More. I'm not gonna say more raw because she hasn't lost a step. She hasn't lost a step. I just think that she may have toned down the aggression a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To appeal to the masses more. You feel me? But we all know that she's capable of that shit right there. What we just heard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At any given moment. You know what I'm saying? But she's just watering it down for the industry, I think.
Yeah.
And you also got to remember too that she's she's holding the fucking torch for the LGBTQ community. You know what I'm saying? And they always gonna support their peoples. You feel me?
Yes.
So she definitely got that fan base, wrapped up on lock for sure. So she always gonna have that, if nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But even without that, she had my respect from that right there. That's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see. That's the shit I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That shit make you proud to say that somebody is from your town or from your city or from your, you know what I mean? Like, yo, yeah, that's Brooklyn right there. You know what I mean? Not no fucking Takashi. I was so mad when I found out that motherfucker was from Brooklyn. You just don't know, B. I was tight like fucking frog pussy. You know what I'm saying? And that's watertight.
Watertight. No water in that bad boy.
I was tight, brother.
That's why they gotta come out the water, right?
Come out the water the fuck, I guess. Oh yeah. Man. So you heard about maybe you haven't heard the Quavo and Sweetie thing. I guess we got to touch on that.
Yeah, let's touch on that real quick.
So they broken up, and there was a rumor going around that he went and took the Bentley that he bought for her back. That turned out to be false. She's making statements now she's making statements after the breakup like her time is money, and if a motherfucker don't value her time, then she ain't got time for that, or whatever the case may be. She's a businesswoman. You know what I'm saying? That was the quote that I heard. She's a businesswoman. And
I hate that though.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like any businesswoman knows that you don't burn bridges. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to business. So why would you put yourself in the position that you're in right now with some of the things that she's saying, it's encouraging a whole generation, a whole group of young girls are fans of hers, they are followers of hers, and they want to emulate her and probably everything that she does. And you start telling them that, oh well, there's a certain I'm not gonna pretend like there's not a certain privilege that comes with having a pretty face. And you know what I mean? Then now you implanting that in their head that, oh, you just gotta be cute. You ain't really gotta have nothing else going on for you, bring nothing else to the table. Just be cute. You feel me? What about the little girls that ain't so cute? You understand what I'm saying? What are they supposed to do?
Then they start doing stuff like Cardi B and start fixing their face and stuff like that. You know, because as we know it in the entertainment industry and just with the internet, TV, and everything else, the majority of, I would probably say 90 to 95% of the people that are on TV are like ridiculously attractive. And when it comes to, the image that they depict of women, like it's like what they say is like a perfect shape, perfect body, perfect face, like all elements just line up. Like you're not a 10. Like I don't even think you're a 10 no more. I think that scale changes like 0 to 100.
Yeah.
So they be on their 100 scale, and it's always, if you got, I don't even know how to measure a woman's waist.
Yeah.
All I know is if it looks smaller than the hips, then she got small waist.
Yeah.
If it's the same size, she might just be the same size, whatever.
Yeah.
To me, it don't really matter. Don't ask. And the crazy part is I got daughters, but I always make sure that they pick out their clothes. Don't send me to buy nothing because I'm gonna come home with the wrong shit.
Yeah.
But it is that they're telling people that they have to alter themselves to fit in, to be successful, and to make it to that next level, which I don't think is necessarily true. But that's what people are saying. And not for nothing, I would have took the Bentley back.
Yeah, for sure. I would have definitely took the Bentley back.
I would have took the Bentley back.
You ain't my damn. I'm not married to you. Shit, man. Listen, but
because I've been there where I left shit in places that as they say, being petty. But it's like, is it really being petty? Is it?
Well, I just think that the young lady is sending the wrong message to other young girls, that maybe even look up to her, for whatever reason, that you don't have to bring anything else to the table except for looks. And a man is just supposed to pay for you and pay for your time and give you everything that you ask for, without question and without. I mean, that's just false, man. That's just the wrong message, especially, with everything that's going on in our communities nowadays. We trying to uplift each other, not try to fucking throw us down back into the abyss of, what I'm saying, the ignorance and the dumb shit. And it just the, we can't promote that type of shit right now. That type of thinking, that type of not even gonna say negativity, that type of mentality. We can't do that right now, man. We got to get away from that type of shit. We got anybody who's encouraging that behavior. We got to take a serious look at that, man. I'm not with the cancel culture, but I'm just saying, everybody is responsible for their words, and I'm quite sure she got a few million followers or whatever the case may be. So to promote a message like that is just, I don't know. I'm not feeling that, B.
And I would say this, right? But when an individual gets on that high horse and stands on that soapbox and be preaching messages like that, they got to remember, regardless of how good you look, regardless of how you feel you should be treated, if you're not reciprocating what you want to the person that you with, there is a very strong possibility that individual will find somebody that will reciprocate what you're not giving, especially when it's a female male situation.
Let me tell you,
there's about 15, 20 women to every one man.
At least a dozen. I'm gonna tell you something. And a rich man, a man with some bread, the type of dudes that she's talking about that she's supposed to be, mingling with, they could throw a rock and hit a fine bitch. You feel me? Like it's nothing. So if all you're talking about is, if all you bring it to the table is I'm cute and I got a box, you know what I'm saying? Then that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? I hope you don't think there's no longevity there. And then if a wealthy man does choose you, you ain't got no say. You can't say jack shit. All you could do is get in the passenger seat and look good and shut the fuck up.
Right. And then you'll be miserable.
Facts.
Because look at Donald Trump and his wife.
Yeah, you could look at her face from day one. You could look at her face and tell she didn't want to be there. She looked like the you know, the chick at the party that don't want to be there with her
Right.
friends. The one chick that don't want to be there. Yeah, that's her.
Got married to money.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first lady. All that stuff. Yo, and at one time, I have not seen that woman smile not once.
No, no, no. Maybe an evil scowl or something like that. But no, I never seen no teeth.
Yeah.
I don't know if the bitch got teeth.
Yeah, but it's definitely crazy, man. But I think that when it comes to relationships and whatever it is, being a businesswoman, being a businessman, whatever that is, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I get that whole mental approach. Yo, I'm about my business. I'm about my money. But yo, you gotta be about a relationship too. Like,
Yeah.
and you gotta separate it because being a businesswoman does not exempt you from all the fuckery you doing in a relationship.
Message.
Like it doesn't. I'm sorry. And if you a businesswoman, whatever the situation is, you understand that businesses has their ups and downs. They have their plus and minuses. You in the black or the red, right? It doesn't matter. But if you about your business, you're gonna push through it and you're gonna make sure that you get in the black. You're gonna sit there that you have more ups than downs. Like, come on. Don't preach to me about that shit.
It's a mission. It's a mission.
All right. You might be a businesswoman, but you might just start businesses and they all fail.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you can't righteously call yourself a businesswoman unless you have a business. You know, your business right now is music. That's not your business. That's the business that you in.
She's an employee.
Exactly.
You are an employee.
You're an
Understand
employee.
the difference between being about your. Do you own your masters?
No.
Who do they send a check to, and then they send a check to you? That is the boss. That is the business. That is the one that runs shit.
Are you the check cutter or the one that's getting the check cut?
I'm telling you.
Big, very big. Speaking of the big things, we got to posthumously shout out Pop Smoke, R.I.P. He just broke the record for the most weeks at #1 on the Billboard top rap albums chart. He took down Eminem's record. So that's definitely got to give it up for that.
Well, that's a situation, you know, that's one of those that I could honestly say gone too soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, and you know, he had those joints like Dior and I forgot the other. It was like 3 songs that he had, but Dior was like the one that everybody was rocking to, right?
Yeah,
and then he sat there and he was in the stool and he doing what he was doing, making that new music, you know, talking about this made me popping, but yo, I got more for you. And before that stuff got released, he got murdered. And it's sad that, you know, he's taking down Eminem and he ain't even here.
Yeah.
He ain't even here for it.
For real. That's
which is sad. Which is definitely sad, man.
Ridiculous, B. And the motherfucking cornball ass nigga that's walking around knowing that he's the one responsible for that shit. Fuck you with 2 middle fingers, nigga, and then fuck everybody that look like you too. Word.
Yeah, but
on that note, I'ma just but I'm gonna play a song or two.
But since we still on this Eminem joint, real quick,
talk to me.
Heard that Melly Mel said that he could destroy Eminem and rap.
Oh Lord have mercy! Are you serious, man?
I'm just
Melly motherfucking Mel. Salute to the OG. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got to do that first. But this is Melly Mel, who, when he used to come up to the radio station and host the late show. You know what I'm saying? Probably on back then it's probably 98.7 or 107. You know what I'm saying? One of them stations. And people used to call up to the station, and he used to answer the phone, and it would go hello, and he would go hello. What's your name and what are you benching? What's your name and what are you benching? And one nigga called in. He said, what's your name? What are you benching? And the dude said, what you benching? And he said, I'm benching the world, baby. He said, what you benching? I was on the floor, dude. That's not the Melly Mel, but Melly Mel, you smoking some good, you know what I'm saying? And you need to give up the fucking connect, give up the name of the plug so we can all get where you at because you're bugging.
Yeah, man. But yeah, let's get into this music. Take this music break, and when we come back, yo, I got this joint from Durgavelli, yo, Back Outside, which I'm vibing with this one due to the fact that being back outside was like a freaking great feeling. Yeah.
It's spring again.
So let's get into it. You got
yeah. Y'all remember Corey Guns, right? Young Money.
%20 of me hates rap, 20% of me loves rapping, 10% of me likes bad bitches who hate rap but love when I'm rapping, 20% of me does drugs, and 20% of me eats fruit, 1% of me eats veggies, and the other 9% will eat you.
Hey.
Raised inside a warm home, boy I miss my old room, before I had my own phone, when I first came out the cold womb, what was on the slow dome, ate my stuff with no spoon. Blank for days, I just gaze at grandma, place charades, I frown and throw prunes.
Here we go.
Pocket full of money in my chest, smoke, just dove in the dead pool, taking death strokes. Don't think that my head's screwed, be my guest, folks. I swear I got meds glued in my bedpost, and a cerebral pill form, and he's still strong. Learned I could take this when I don't even feel warm. Be a bitch or a lady, I don't feel for him. Killing shit since a baby, I was stillborn. Then I peeled out like a real sprout, held out. Motherfucker, this ain't no Barney or Millhouse. Spoke up, remember I was a joke, but turned up, and now they stuck with the throat cut. Any, money, millimeter, what you keep it, pick a eater, kick your feet up, and dirty mother, nigga, just hit the leader. When it's finished, we gon' pull up to the crib, sip a leader, smoke about it, and forget it, nigga, cheat up. I am simply none other than something completely different. I am simply none other than something completely different. I am none other than something completely different. I am simply none other than something completely different. Who with a nigga? Who want a nigga? Who did a nigga? Who done a nigga? Spin a nigga, front a nigga, I ran niggas, running niggas, kick a nigga, punch a nigga, a chicken nigga, a buck a nigga, a rip a nigga, slug a nigga, I hit a nigga, hug a nigga, lift a nigga, drug a nigga, you dig a nigga, I dug a nigga. But if you don't know the math, then I got the answer key. Nigga, you alright, or ain't worth hamster pee. Say I'm too aggressive to the ladies, can it be? I'm shooting at her feet cause she won't dance for me. I'm a far cry from humanity. I'm part tied from my sanity. And a part higher than a fucking canopy. But the dark side put a fucking tan in me. And it's slanted me, and it damaged me. But I brushed it off and don't canvas me. Disadvantage me, but I managed me. Bring abandon me where they abandoned me. So randomly, I was left stranded me. But I'm so hot, it's like no fan of me. I can't live right, life left-handed me. Can it be? Younger with no plan, at least succeeds just so candidly. He stood longer than others who try to stand with he is. So withstood will you stand with me? Never prepared to be back burned on the same back burner that you motherfuckers prepared for me. It appears to be you won't be the same air as me and never meant anything near me. Yeah. Lord. Guitars is wicked, I massage the biscuit. So many people want my vibes, I should charge for visits. Long arms like AD, range like the rank. In the game like a champ, getting paid while I vamp. When Blessed let the drums in that machine gun blast, the window's about to crack and y'all gon' clean up glass. It's stacks in my safe, the straps on my waist. I told them I was hungry and they laughed in my face. While you was on the channel surfing, I was hammer bursting. Raw move fast like the jaw on a Spanish person. Off-white face mask, walk light, take cash. Your lady got that mocha, so it's more like baked ass. I ain't go for 90, my state code is grimy. See me eating, so these pussies want a Draco and Limey. Black ice in my veins, and I'm nice with the aim. Went broke, cause he went and spent his life on a chain, huh? That cheap ass chain. Pussy went broke, cause he spent his life on a chain. I know the drills is fake too. Went broke, cause he went and spent his life on a chain. I'm paid out the ass, to gauge out the stash. No more counting money, we just wear it out the bags. Roll a backy full of pressure, still I accurately measure. Strictly G's to the M's, Lord, that's the only letters. Mask on, metal out, now we finna eat.
Roll a motherfucking, oh man, yeah. That's that flea lord right there. Always rolling up something. Rolling up a Dutchie, rolling up a backy.
Yeah.
That's what he does. Shout out to Flea Lord.
And we here. You already know, y'all. This is the spot.
Yeah, in case y'all just joining us.
Yeah, this is the spot with your boy Prophet Pete and the yeah. DJ Sean recognized.
Yes, please. Thank you.
You be forgetting.
So you asked me. So you was asking me earlier about the whole Lil Mama thing.
Yeah.
And Jack A. Harry. So it goes like this. You know what I'm saying? For those that may not know, apparently, Lil Mama had made some comments about the LGBTQ community. Basically, what she said, not really even about them. Basically, what she said was she didn't, mind. She supported any adult who chose to, you know what I'm saying, live the way that they chose to live, you know what I mean? Any way that they, saw fit. And, she would be behind them. She says, but she says, we have to be careful about what we feed these children. Right. Which is a perfectly, you know what I'm saying, fine stance to have on that whole LGBTQ thing. You know what I'm saying? If that's your stance, fine. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like she should have been ridiculed for that. But lo and behold, Jack A. Harry. Now, some of y'all may be too young to know who Jack A. Harry is. Jack A. Harry was on that show 227 back in the day. I mean, she was on something else too. She was on another sitcom, I believe. I can't remember what it is right now. It escapes me. But she's on, primetime TV for a while. Used to be a school teacher, you know what I'm saying, before she got discovered right there in Brooklyn Tech. Shouts out to the borough.
Yeah.
And she came for Lil Mama. She said, exactly, hold on, let me make sure I'm not misquoting. She said, on Instagram now, she posted, the lip gloss was never really that popping. Shots fired. Shots fucking fired.
Well, if we're talking about the age gap, right? We're probably talking about a serious number, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
there's more. Go ahead. I'm gonna finish. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
But there's definitely, that just goes to say what Little Mama was saying had to do more with, a more open, more receptive outlook and approach to the LGBTQ community, right?
Right.
Yo, if that's who you want to be, love who you want to love.
Yeah.
Where old girl is definitely coming from the era where it was like, yo, you being this way or you being that way, that's not what we were taught. That's a sin and all that. So it's two different opposites of opinion.
Yeah.
Like totally.
Yeah.
But
And I
go
mean,
ahead. What I was about to say.
And neither one of them are wrong. You know what I mean? They're both entitled to feel the way that they want to feel about the whole thing. And I don't think they should be crucified for that, massacred for that. Sister, that was the show. Thank you, baby. So y'all might remember her from that show. But yeah, I mean, then little mama came, snapped back. Of course, she had to respond after that. You already know.
Of course.
She came back with these old bitches talking. That's why the young kids don't want to fuck with the old bitches because they be talking shit and something. I'm paraphrasing, but it was pretty much what she was saying in response. And then she said, "Now I think Lil Mama is trying to start some kind of a LGBT anti-bullying campaign or something like that for people." No, I'm sorry, a heterosexual anti-bullying campaign, like to stop the bullying of heterosexuals by people who may support the LGBTQ community. Now I'm gonna say this. When she said that, it should be a decision that's made by an adult, somebody in 18 or over, or somebody mature enough to make that decision. I agree with her. You know what I'm saying? I don't dispute what she's saying, and I don't write it off or whatever. She's right. That's the type of decision I feel like that should be an adult decision. That shouldn't be something that's left up to a child to decide. This whole shit stemmed from, I believe, Lil Mama had reposted or retweeted a comment that Riza Islam had made. You familiar with this?
Nah, not the post. No.
No, I'm talking about the brother Riza Islam. You familiar with him? Okay, so he had made a post about, I think he said and I'm probably gonna screw this all up to be damned, but he said something like you have to be an adult in order to drive a car. You have to be not drive a car. You have to be an adult to get to drink. You have to be an adult to do different all these different things that you got to be an adult to do. Basically, is he's breaking it down. I don't want to misquote him. And he says, but you don't have to be an adult in order to change your gender, or you know what I'm saying, or cut your genitals off and change your gender to that's not. He's like, somehow that just doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? Basically breaking it down. That's what he was saying. And I think she reposted that, and then she made that comment about not feeding. We got to be careful about what we feed the kids. So in the context of the repost or the retweet, whatever it was, I understand where she was coming from. And I don't think she should be bullied or criticized for having an opinion, because it's not mandatory for everybody to agree with that type of a lifestyle choice. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. You know what I'm saying? And I think just like anybody who is LGBTQ, whatever, I'm pretty sure there's more letters and symbols and stuff like that I'm missing out on. So no disrespect if I forget some shit or for some people. Just like it should be okay for you to be free and live the lifestyle that you want to live. You should feel the same way for somebody who's heterosexual and they maybe don't get with what you're on, and they live in the heterosexual lifestyle. Nobody should be crucified for their beliefs, man. That's why it's their beliefs, because it's the way that what they believe.
Right. And I think what Young M.A. was saying, or possibly, right?
Yeah.
Or my interpretation of it.
Lil Mom.
Oh, shit.
You saying Young M.A. See, that's how the rumors.
Yeah. the cup got me talking different. Right?
Oh yeah.
So Lil Ma, what she was saying was, basically a lot of times, again, like we were talking earlier, and it has nothing to do with sexual preference, but there's a lot of things that we are taught, and there's a lot of things that we follow because those are those learned behaviors.
Yeah.
So, if you grew up in a household where you had same-sex parents, you kind of you may feel that that's what you're supposed to follow.
Right, that's a regular thing. It's normal.
Right. And if you were in a heterosexual household, that a man and a woman, that's what you grew up in, that's where you're supposed to be.
Mhm.
But then a lot of times, the parents, because there are adults, so they made that conscious choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're telling you that this is what the child is supposed to be, instead of telling them you have a choice, but don't rush into that choice and wait. If you feel away, hey, experiment. But that's what, for me, being a child is all about experimentation.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever it is. And you're experimenting. Don't make any solid choices or decisions, because this is what you're going to have to live with once your mind is matured enough
Exactly.
to understand that decision that you made.
You're still developing.
Right? And
Your brain ain't all the way there yet.
I know a lot of girls that, when I was in high school or elementary school,
Good. I hear you guys.
they rocked with a certain type of situation, and then they switched up later because they had a few bad relationships. So they was like, yo, let me try the other side. And then they got older, and now that other side wasn't the side they wanted to be on. But dudes
Lo and behold.
too. And it doesn't have, I'm not, just saying this directly towards women, but men do the same thing. You got all those down low brothers, right? They felt the way when they was growing up, but they felt society and what they was taught that told them to take this path. So then they go get married, have kids, and then next thing you know, their wife is at home, and like Young Buck, he's sitting out there dating transgender women. Right? Which we all know a transgender woman is a man, but dresses up like a woman. So, it's one of those things. Right? And by the way, that came back up. Young Buck is talking about that was all a hoax. That was some publicity stunt, and he was set up.
Yeah, that's another thing, man. He's talking about. I seen a post he made talking about him and 50 set up the beef between them. It's just to get the fans to like him, to hate him, and then they're gonna love him, and you gonna make them love you. That motherfucker was high, man. That's some bullshit.
I don't know. Whatever the shit he was taking, don't give me none of that.
Yeah, that motherfucker tooting powder. That's that powder.
Yeah. But I just think, it's important to let your kids be kids. A lot of times, especially in our communities, we want our kids to grow up
too fast.
And it's like we want them to be adults and make all these adult decisions, but we need to realize that their mind is not mature enough to make solid decisions.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're looking at us as adults and as parents, as their parents or the people that care about them, to solidify whatever they're doing. And then it's like, yo, if I say, yeah, it's okay for you to feel that way, and whatever you want to do, then go ahead and do it.
Right.
That child can change their mind later. And it can be that double-edged sword where it could be, but you sat there and said, I should do this. But that's not what makes me happy now.
Yeah.
A kid could like chocolate ice cream today, but vanilla ice cream would be the shit tomorrow.
Damn right.
So you can't force them into anything. Let them grow. Let them be children. I don't want my kids to grow up. I got a range of children and ages. My youngest is 13, and I ain't going to say how old my oldest is, but we're going to leave that alone. Right?
Right. That's right.
But I let my children make their own mistakes. Like, if that's what you want, that's what makes you happy, do you. Have fun. I'm always going to be your parent, regardless of what you decide, but just know that you're the one that got to live with that decision.
They got to learn.
They got to learn. What is it? You tell them the fire is hot, don't touch it, and then what they usually do?
Go and touch that son of a bitch.
Touch the shit. So now they know it's hot now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hot. They know that word, right? You know that word on the first day. The first day that you learn it, you remember that word forever. Hot. You never forget that shit.
Yeah.
It's like stop and no.
I want to switch gears a little bit, and I want to get into my girl Durga, right? She got this joint.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's do it.
She got this joint. It's called Back Outside. And you know, another Brooklyn artist.
Stand up
In the building. Right. I'm not even from Brooklyn, but you do realize that we pay a lot of Brooklyn artist music on the show, right?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, the borough is heavy with the talent, so you know, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Not taking away nothing from Harlem, of course. Come on,
I gotta find my Harlem hitters. I gotta find my Harlem hitters.
Shouts out to all of, you know what I'm saying, battle rappers and everybody that's in Harlem. You know what I'm saying, because there sure is a lot of them. You know what I'm saying. Shouts out to all of y'all.
Did the Smack DVD start in Harlem?
Probably, I wouldn't doubt it.
They was in the back of all the bodegas in Harlem, uptown. Wow.
Yeah.
Because I know some of the stores they was in. I was like, damn, they got smacked there.
Everybody uptown, the Bronx included. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Goods. Shouts out to who else is up there? Charlie Clips is from up there. Who else?
Yeah.
All them dudes, man. All of y'all, man. Word, for real.
Yo, but before we even get into that, you spoke about the Bronx. Yo, shout out to Big Pun for getting a street name.
Yeah, I heard something about that. He got a street up there now, huh?
Yeah, and it's, I can't remember exact. I want to say it's like Fordham Road and something, but it's like one of those major corners.
Trinity Ave or some shit like that. Because I remember that was the stomping grounds when Fat Joe was coming out.
Yeah, so like they renamed the street after the Big Pun.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he's been gone a long time.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's crazy that you know, time flies the way that it does, man. When you look back, you say, "Damn, Pun's been going this long, Big's been going this long, Pac been going this long." Like it don't even seem like that. It seemed like yesterday.
Yeah. And that's what you call the signs of a good artist and an individual that has been influential, because you don't even realize how long they was gone, because their word and what they did and who they are is so relevant.
The footprint, yeah, man. It's still here.
Just ridiculous.
Still here, man. Still fucking here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's get to this Back Outside joint real quick. Here we go. Derek featuring City the King.
On the spot.
Yo, just released. This is a exclusive.
Hold on, gotta get exclusive.
Derrick,
we gonna get turned. We got the traction playing. Yo, it's lit, boy. What you doing? We outside. What you doing? It's lit. We outside. Come. We outside. It's outside time. Corona's done. What are you doing? Pause this shit. What you, boy? Get out of here.
My man, Happy Feliz.
It's some Apex shit.
Is there a guy? City.
They thought they could keep us in.
Yeah.
Said I'm back outside. I can back out racks. I broke so wide. Yeah. Back, I'm oh so fly. Cause I'm back outside. Said I'm back outside. My gang is strapped, they clap out, rise. Yeah. Click, get back, they duck down high. Cause I'm back outside. Hold on. First circle, last belly. Ain't shit the broke bitch could ever tell me. Been outside with Lil Bows and clear jellies. Now I'm with your niggas smoking blunts in the telly. 90 in the range while he taking off my faja. Pretty ass bitch, I get that shit from my father. And I got the juice real sweet like guava. He love it when I rap, said I sound like Big Papa. Not a dude can stop her, vision on binocular. Love to talk cause I'm body, not just popular. Frank him like Sinatra, then curve his Yamada. Feisty when I wanna cause you couldn't do me nada. Said I'm back outside. I can back out racks, yeah, I broke so wide, yeah. Chat is whack, I'm oh so fly. Cause I'm back outside. Said I'm back outside. My is strapped, they clap out, rise, yeah. Click, get back, they duck down high. Cause I'm back outside.
Hey, okay, I'm back ready to slap shit. Fuck the talk, save that shit for your caption. Movie, don't miss the main attraction.
We gon' get turned, we got the traction. All my niggas ride dirty, but the whip clean. Niggas knew I had heat since I was 16. Always been ahead of my time, I'm using 6G. Life moving too fast, I can't sip lean. Real motherfucking Don in the making. Ben bring home the bacon. Shit is mine for the taking, ain't no lane for me. So for me to make it, I'ma make it. Fuck anybody hating, tell everybody waiting that I'm back outside. I can back out racks, I broke so wide, yeah. Chat is whack, I'm oh so fly, cause I'm back outside. Said I'm back outside. My gang is strapped, they clap out, rise, yeah. Click, get back, they duck down high, cause I'm back outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. I fucks with it.
Yo, that was that back outside joint. Yo, I gotta give it to Durga, man, because there was some stuff that she said in there.
Yeah.
And she was like, I used to wear the bows and the jellies. Now I'm with your man.
Smoking blunts in the telly, yeah.
Right. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that shit was on. It was a bar. It was definitely a bar.
Yo, and then she was like doing 90 in the range while he taking off my faja. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, she killed it, man. She killed it. I mean, to be honest with you, she sounded a lot better than some of these industry chicks.
Yo, but yo, she always working like I gotta give it to with the stuff that she be doing. I gotta respect this. She's hard working, and this is her shit. This is what she does.
Yeah, man. She definitely, she definitely got it.
I just want to know if you're doing 90 in the range, how you trying to take over your fire? That shit sounds dangerous. Like, I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I'm like, in the range,
trying to cause an accident, man.
Yo, and he like click, because I've seen some fajas like those shits is like chastity belts for the waist. You sitting there got 8 locks. The bra clips is always the craziest, right? The little clips in the back. So fajas got like 8 of those shits going down. Right, then you got some zipper. You got a zipper, the clips, and then probably some buttons. I don't even, bro.
Shit like a triple F bra strap.
For real, mad support.
Double Q or some shit like that. I don't know. That would be crazy.
Yo, but definitely, that was back outside by Durga Valley, man.
Durga Valley, the building.
Durga Valley Apex. Yo, and I gotta say, about 3 years ago, I probably wouldn't have known any of these people. But 90% of the people that was in that video, I either interviewed them or met them. Yo, that's crazy.
That's ill, ain't it?
Yeah.
Means you're making around,
chopping it up, chilling, into events with them. Yo, crazy shit, bro.
So that's what it's all about there, brother. Networking, Network is your net worth, right?
Teamwork make the dream work.
All of that.
Of those.
All of that. All right. So,
real quick.
Right.
It was Lil Mama and what's her name?
Jackie Harry.
Jackie Harry. That was the mother and sister, right?
Right.
And she lived on the first floor in 227.
She lived on the.
Was it the first floor? No,
the first floor was Pearl. That was the neighborhood.
The old
lady. Yeah, she passed away. That was Marla Gibbs. She passed away. Not Marla Gibbs. Marla Gibbs is George Jefferson's maid. That was what was her name? Her name was that's gonna fuck with me until I remember. Anyway, she lived on the first floor. Jackie Harry's character lived on the second floor, I believe.
Okay, on the second floor. Now, like all of it was just coming to me, right? And I'm like, yo, she was like my MILF fetish.
Yeah, for a lot of young men, brother, she helped brothers get through puberty. That's a fact.
Telling you.
That's a fact.
She was definitely like, I was like, yo, if I was older,
yes, sir,
it would be going down.
Yes, sir, man. I'm telling you, a lot of brothers in the late '80s, early '90s knew exactly who she was, man. And she was, you saw her here and there doing little things on TV and stuff like that, But like I said, everybody is entitled to their opinion, man.
But then talking about fetishes, right?
Yeah.
And milk fetishes and all that, right? After her, like I couldn't see nobody else until it came to, if I'm not mistaken, she's a comedian. But Friday After Next, Uncle Elroy's girlfriend.
Oh yeah, yeah. You talking about damn, now you gonna make me remember her fucking name. That's I know you're talking about light skin.
And
Anyway,
she
played Sugar. She played Sugar. That was the character. That was her character's name, Sugar. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right, but she was gonna give it to Craig, bro.
She was
gonna give it to Craig
with both hands for sure. She was gonna give it to him.
What? I wish I was Craig at that moment. Because I would have taken your Uncle Elroy. Sorry, Uncle Elroy, but I did this for us.
Man, she didn't make the next movie though because he's like he was with some more in the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yo, shout out to Black comedy. Shout out to Black entertainment, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish that everything that we did didn't have to deal with guns, drugs, and murder.
Now, see, that's a perfect segue into what I was just getting ready to say. I was going to say, we got to talk about this whole Boulder, Colorado shit. 10 people getting shot at the supermarket out there. R.I.P. to those.
Kim Whitley.
Once again. What is on the motherfucking job tonight, dude? We might have to give her a job for real.
Yo, for real. But, hey, look, we got openings.
We had to throw her a little check every week or something.
Something. Yo, we need some hot topics, all that. Yo, we about to get it popping. We gonna be globally known. Well, not that we not globally known already, but we trying to implant ourselves in other people's situations.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but
that's
would have to be my hall pass.
Yeah.
That would have to be she's
not a bad comedian either. She's all right. She does a stand-up thing too. She's kind of funny. But this whole Colorado shit is crazy. And of course the whole discussion comes up every time some shit like this happens about gun control and gun laws and what they're gonna do about that and automatic weapons and the such. So I just think everybody should get on the same sheet of music because some people are advocating for background checks to be more stringent, and some people are not for it. And I think honestly, the people that aren't for it are being paid off.
Yeah, well, I definitely think so. Like in New York, right? Although we got guns here like crazy, right? The whole being able to purchase a gun here is like it's a rigorous situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I tell you it's crazy, the application is $500, right? That's just for the application. Denied or approved.
Yeah.
And that's just to purchase it. That's not even a carrying permit. You can't have there's no open carry in New York. Nope. There is no to get a concealed permit. Forget about it. You got to be the freaking Secret Service of the president in order to get it here. Like no lie.
Yeah. But that's not on purpose. I mean, that's not by accident.
No, it's not by accident. It's not by accident. But that's why we have so many illegal guns here. Yep. Because you can buy them in other places, right? It's 24-hour background check. 24-hour background check, and then you throw it in the trunk. Make sure there's no bullets in it. It's registered to you. Now, there's a whole situation of being able to move firearms across state lines.
Oh yeah,
like there's a whole situation with that. But there's that search and seizure Fourth Amendment right situation. So they got to have probable cause to search.
Yeah.
So if they just pulling you over on a routine traffic stop, they want to bring the dogs out. If you got guns in your trunk, it's just guns.
Yeah.
Right? You bring the guns, no bullets, you good. Because what, you gonna smell metal? You sitting in a car that's made of metal. Like the dogs ain't gonna smell. I'm not trying to say I ever moved guns across state lines or nothing like that. Just saying. Right? If they train these dogs to sniff out gunpowder, they gonna sniff out the gunpowder and the bullets. So, but with that being said, I think that there should be rigorous laws to clear somebody before they purchase a gun. Now, of course, if they do it by affiliation, would be the ones that wouldn't be able to get the guns, but we're still arming the people of the lighter complexion.
Well, that goes without saying. They're gonna make sure that they get their guns, but as far as us go, yeah, they're gonna try and put all kind of hurdles and roadblocks in our way and potholes and things, so that it's that much more difficult. Just like you said, New York, it's damn near impossible to get any kind of permit to unless you ex-CIA or some shit like that, or police.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
I want to move to a state where all I need is my driver's license to purchase a gun.
Yep, they are out there. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that off air.
Yeah, no, I know a couple. I know a few, and I'm trying to get to one ASAP.
We ain't trying to let these motherfuckers know what the goddamn next move is. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the right hand know what the left hand doing.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy, right? Because and this is what back to what we were saying, what people were taught and what people learned, behaviors, right? I was speaking to my moms about it, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get me a gun." She's like, "Why would you want to do that?" I was like, "Why wouldn't I?" I said, "Why would I?" And me having this conversation with my mother and me saying this right now, this is the verbiage I would use with my mom. Just like, why wouldn't I want to clip up?
Right.
Why wouldn't I? And she knew exactly what I meant. So, and she from Brooklyn, right? She's born and raised in Brooklyn.
Stand up.
So but I'm like, damn, son. When we have these militias, right? These hate groups that are able to purchase these guns, there's gonna be a point in time, and it's not that I want to think in that direction, but we have seen it, right? History has repeated itself. We've seen small instances, right? Just like the shooting, right? We've seen small instances, but we live in the United States of America. That part of the Constitution is that we have the right to bear arms.
That's a fact.
Right? But in our communities, we are so afraid to bear arms. And then when we do
we're afraid to get caught bearing arms.
well, it's because they make it so hard for us in our communities to bear arms legally that we end up buying illegal arms. Right? I can tell you, I've seen situations go down allegedly, supposedly, or whatever it is, where a dude can't buy a gun in the store.
Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a very real thing.
Right? Can't buy it because he done got a felony for something he didn't even do. So now he can't even protect themselves. But that's the way the system is set up to prevent us from being able to uphold those constitutional rights, right? Because one is to vote and the other one is the right to bear arms, right? So once you get hit with a felony, you can't do those two things, but those two things change the world. It balances the scale.
Damn right about that.
So
you think that? Do you think that if this shooter was a black dude, that they would have took him alive?
No. He would have caught 18 bullets through the walls that they couldn't even see through.
He was already injured. You know what I'm saying? And I think we all know why that is. You know what I'm saying? And when I heard that they had him in custody, I already knew he was white.
Right. Because if a black man killed one person or just even bust a shot in the air,
one person in that supermarket, just one
person, or
body this shit. As soon as they came in there, they'd have body this shit right away.
They would have had SWAT on deck, right? And I watch a lot of police shows, and I just watch the way a lot of this shit go down, what they depict to us, and they try and like balance the scales with what's out there.
Yeah.
What they put out there, and I laugh because I know it's a joke because this is what you want us to see, but that's not what's really happening. And I know that even if we've had people that were our complexion of darker get murked for carrying a BB gun.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That you took off the shelf.
Right. The shit got the bright orange hunting tip, the bright orange hunting color. The orange is that bright shit that you can't. The neon orange.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The barrel's the same color. Like the clip is the same color, and they still getting murked. So
it's funny, but it ain't funny. It's just, oh man, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
And it's sad. And there was something that happened in New Mexico, a few months back, but it's gonna make it a lot harder for police officers to be doing the nonsense that they're doing. Right? Because there was an individual, female by the name of Torres in New Mexico. She was sitting in her car in a parking lot. There was two males walking towards her with guns out. Right?
Mm-hmm.
She feared for her life.
Right.
Drove off, thought they was carjackers.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is the story. Right? This is her story. Now, as she's peeling off, these individuals fired 13 shots at her car.
Oh, man.
Pop, 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 pop. Now, mind you, she's just driving off. So Torres, now we divide the black and brown community. To me, it's either black or white. I don't care what nobody says. It's either you black or you white. Either you going to be white or you going to be black.
Mm-hmm.
She drove off. They fired 13 shots. 2 shots hit her in the back.
Right.
She drove off with the use of only her left hand because she was temporarily paralyzed from the 2 bullets that went in her back.
Right.
Though later on to find out that those 2 individuals in New Mexico were police officers to serve a warrant for a woman.
But it wasn't her.
No.
How ill is that? See, and that type of thing, that's a Breonna Taylor thing right there. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing probably happens way more often than we realize. You know what I'm saying? In various different places. You know what I'm saying? And all of that shit gets swept under the rug, B, and that's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with the fuck.
And the only reason why it's in the forefront right now is due to the fact that she filed a lawsuit.
Yeah.
But the reason why she filed a lawsuit was because her lawyers said that the officers violated her Fourth Amendment right, which is search and seizure.
Yeah.
Right? The Fourth Amendment right is search and seizure, which they said that they didn't seize her. But when an officer, and this is what the judge and the what they identify what the Fourth Amendment right is, once an officer fires their gun, right, you are classified as being under arrest.
Oh, word. That's what's up, huh?
So, pop, you're under arrest. Pop, pop. Right? She happened to get hit with 2 bullets, but she was able to get away. But the state, the city and the state were trying to say they didn't seize her, but once they fired their weapon, she was
That's some bullshit.
basically seized. It was you
So
no longer supposed to move. You're under arrest.
she's supposed to know from the driver's seat of her car that that's police bullets and not some carjackers bullets.
Right.
Basically, that's what they're trying to say.
Right. But the judge ruled against the state and said, "Fuck you, y'all bugging.
Yeah,
y'all violated her."
Yeah.
And you know, I know for sure that this is not the type of stuff that we want in the forefront. And with all the things that happened with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and the slew of other similar incidents around the United States, this is not what we want to be putting out there. But I think we need to put it out there a little more so that there is more of an understanding of why we go so hard and what Black Lives Matter means and things of that nature when we're pushing for equality.
The truth is ugly. You know what I'm saying? And they don't. And those who want to keep the bullshit going and want to perpetuate negativity and separation and bigotry and racism and stuff like that. All those people that want to promote that shit, they don't want nobody to say nothing. They don't want to be reminded about it because they got to keep the shit going. And they know it's wrong, but they still have an obligation to that system. So they got to keep that shit going. You feel what I'm saying? It's like a hamster in a wheel, just running. That shit got to keep going. So that's their mission. But some of them are doing the shit, and they know it's wrong. You're doing wrong when you're doing wrong. You know what I mean? It's not like you don't know that oh, this is fucked up what I'm doing, but you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You have that understanding that this is what I signed up for. This is what I'm going to do, regardless. So when they doing it, what they're doing, they know it. They know it's not right. They know it's negative, but you already signed up. You know what I'm saying? You in the gang now. You gotta do gang shit. You got a gang bang.
Right. And and in order to be in the gang and not end up on the other side of the dirt, right? It's called self-preservation. I'm gonna look out for me, or I'm gonna look out for everybody else.
Exactly. You don't want to get popped in that cornfield, you know what I'm saying, digging your own grave and shit.
Right. Like on some real shit that they was gonna do to Tommy and Pablo one day. Yeah, I'm telling you. I not that I found a new I got all this extra time on my hands, but rewatching things, usually when you see things for the first time, you don't get it for face value. It's more like for entertainment.
Right.
But when you sit there and you watch certain things, you realize what that message was actually being projected to you was. Right. And it's like, holy shit, I missed that the first time.
Yeah.
Right? It's like when your shorty cheat on you and she really don't tell you about it. And she acted a certain way. You didn't get it the first time, and when she start acting like that again, right? You like, yo, what the fuck is that shit about? And you like, oh, this is what you was doing then. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness!
Like rewatching a movie. We are creatures of habit, so we tend to fall into a certain pattern when certain things are going a certain way, and that's how dudes get caught by chicks all the time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We was calling every day. Now we stopped calling. First thing shorty think, yo, he fucking somebody.
He's fucking somebody else. Some other bitches over there.
It's like, nah, you wasn't paying me enough attention, so I gave my attention to somebody that was going to receive it. And they reciprocated.
She's doing a ride by now. Well, speaking of some ignorant shit that we was talking of earlier, have you heard the latest about the young NBA young boy? Are you familiar with this guy at all?
I know who he is. Don't get me trying to repeat his name because that is going to be that's going to have to be a whole edit.
All right. Well, apparently he had a federal warrant out for his arrest for gun possession. I guess felony not gun possession by a felon. He's not supposed to have a pistol. And excuse me. he got caught. I guess caught up in a car that was high speed chase. You know the whole thing, and he hopped out of the car and ran. You know what I'm saying from from the police, and actually hid out in a neighborhood for a couple of hours. And they had to call the dogs in and seal off the area, the perimeter, or whatever. And eventually they flushed him out. So now that he's caught, you know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure that evading or something is going to be, resisting arrest or something is going to be added to whatever. Yeah. And he's facing some charges now because, he's got that. He had the warrant, now he's, I think he got caught with a gun in the car or something like that, or another gun on him. So, man's probably going to do a little bit of time. And Wendy Williams got to talking about it on her show. She was saying how, he's been in trouble with the law, and that him hiding out in that area apparently is some affluent area of California. I think Tarzana or something like that. That's where he had a crib at. So I guess he was in the area, and he felt like he got hide out long enough to, wait out the cops and then I guess get home. So however, but so Wendy Williams made the comment that him bringing that type of drama to that area is it will bring down the property value. So NBA YoungBoy's mother, you know what I'm saying, proof positive that the apple don't fall far from the tree, came at Wendy Williams next, calling her a man and, being real petty and shit, because she made the comment about her son, saying that Wendy was being racist. It was a racist remark. And, then of course she had to later retract her statement and say, okay, she's not a man, but she was still basically going at her neck. And, if your son is facing federal jail time and going through some serious charges, I think the last thing you want to do is be going for tit for tat with fucking Wendy Williams on the damn internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you have better things to do with your time.
Right, and I definitely agree. I definitely could agree with what Wendy said. Right?
Yeah.
You sitting there, you doing that, right? You a celebrity, so you bringing a lot of attention to an area.
Yeah.
Right? An area, bringing down a property value. Look, they can say, look, criminal activity goes on here. Look, we found someone that's worth X amount of dollars, blah, 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 blah. And, it's all about perception and what we put in and what we put out there. And it's sad that we're on the negative end of it.
The petty shit. Oh, and I forgot to mention, she also commented on the fact that he has 7 kids and he's only 21.
Okay, right. So he baby daddy status, A1 okay. Right. So it's stereotypical 7 kids caught in a car with a gun. You got an open warrant. Do you see the picture that they're painting?
Just a wild cowboy type shit. You know what I'm saying? You got money. Why are you running around reckless? First of all, you know what I'm saying? He's a young hothead. You know what I'm saying? This is the same kid that was messing with Floyd Mayweather's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you recall that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When he was talking wild, crazy, disrespectful to Floyd via the internet. And I was just like, that's not intelligent, man. And I see why they call you NBA YoungBoy, because obviously you ain't developed yet.
Right. Because not for nothing, the last person, if I was piping somebody's daughter, and it happened not somebody.
Floyd Mayweather's daughter. I was that right first.
Floyd Mayweather's daughter, right?
Yeah, Mayweather.
His hands is crazy, right? If I happen to be in a room and I pop my mouth off, Floyd is going to make sure that he levitates me and puts me to sleep. He got enough money to make sure that there ain't no witnesses.
But see, you know what's even worse when you think about it? Floyd's hands are probably certified. You know what I'm saying? Insured. As a matter of fact, I'm quite positive they are.
No, he lethal, just like Mike Tyson.
So, exactly.
Any of those pro boxers can't touch nobody.
Exactly. So no. And not only that, he can't get into no altercations. If he got into a fight with, you know, somebody in public or whatever case it be and fuck them up like really bad, he would get in more trouble than probably the person that incited the whole shit in the first place, because he's supposed to know better, number one, and number two, he already know he can inflict more damage on somebody than your average person.
Yeah.
So the judge is going to try to jam him just off of that aspect. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what's really bad is you don't want to be in that situation, because Floyd could tell his security, that fucking 7-foot nigga that always walking behind him, to fucking squash you like a goddamn water bug, and he's gonna fuck you up for real. He ain't gonna box your ass. He ain't gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying, Saturday night in the ring trying to look pretty. He ain't gonna do none of that shit. He gonna beat the brakes off your ass.
Yo, it's gonna be like,
He's gonna crush you,
white,
'cause
bro.
it's a job.
He's gonna wash him. He's gonna
wash him, exactly.
That's all it's gonna be, man.
Man,
Yo,
so that's what you don't. That's what you really don't want.
But it's crazy because, yo, not for nothing, if when NBA young boy, yo, you got some bread, right? I don't know what his net worth is, but we know
quite sure he's holding.
Right, but it's definitely over $1 million, right? So there's probably people that gave you advice, told you to do some shit. You say you ain't going to do it. You want to stay true to the block.
Mm-hmm.
You want to stay true to the hood. Yo, you want to still be in with your people. I get it, right? But once you go into
the real,
bracket, right? You want, but this is where keeping it real went wrong.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You can't sit there and still operate the same. Like me standing on the corner, me chilling out by the mailbox, me in front of the bodegas in the hood. I can't do that no more. That's not where I'm at.
Right.
So I can't do it. So if there's guns in the car, yo, trust and believe. I need the motherfucker, because if he wasn't driving that car, that motherfucker should have said, yo, I got kidnapped.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on. Once the car stopped, all I did was run. He should have ran to the cop car.
Yeah.
And said, yo, they kidnapped me. Yeah. You got enough money to make sure that nigga that's sitting in jail is taken care of and his family is good.
No doubt. That's without a doubt. Yeah.
That's like, you got to understand, you got to learn from what has happened in life, right? Puffy made sure that when the situation happened in the club, Sean took the L for that. But I guess Sean felt I spent too much time behind these bars, didn't do enough. But
and he sat down a long time for that shit too.
Yeah, but we need to understand that the nigga that hold the bag, yo, if I'm rocking with you, yo, you gotta protect the bag by any means necessary.
Exactly. If you cut the head off, the body gonna die.
Right. So all y'all motherfuckers is dead right now.
Exactly.
And if you got an open warrant, your lawyer should have told you, yo, you need to go handle that before they catch you, because it's worse when they catch you.
Oh yeah, if they gotta run after you or chase you, they're gonna beat the shit out you, and they're gonna make it that much worse.
Yeah, it
definitely.
Yeah, definitely fucked up.
So you heard I don't know if you heard about this one. This is kind of like a breaking news type shit. The Miami Heat are announcing plans to, now this is some subliminal shit, P Money, so follow me. They are announcing plans to open 2 sections of seating, right, at the games to fully vaccinated fans only. How do you feel about this, P Money, before I get my commentary?
Well, I could definitely tell you it's funny. It's not even funny that that's happening, but I got a situation going on, and you know, due to a pre-existing condition, before I could get my next treatment for my pre-existing condition, my doctor told me I got to be fully vaccinated. So I'm like, so you're forced. So it's either I get all the way fucked up,
yeah,
or I get this shot that I don't even know what the fuck is up with it.
See, man,
and now people that are real sport bugs or whatever you want to call it, that really are into these sports, is if you want to sit down and see the game in person, you want to have this exclusive access.
You got to get vaccinated.
You got to get vaccinated.
And you hit the nail right on the head, P Money, because what I was gonna say is this is how it starts. This is how it begins right here. Little shit like going to the game. Oh yeah, you gotta have your shot to go to the game, or you gotta have your shot to go here. You gotta have your shot to go there, or you gotta have a shot to work here, or you gotta have a shot to come in this club. This is how it begins. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The forcing of, I don't even want to call it vaccination, indoctrination, inoculation. There you go. Forced inoculation. Let's call it that. Because if you get the vaccine, that's your choice. You know what I'm saying? But if you're at all influenced by anything else other than your choice to go and get vaccinated, then I don't feel like that's cool at all, man.
Nah, and this is just
that's a plan.
Yeah, and I think this is just another element of big money telling little money what to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's all it is, because these medical corporations and stuff like that, the ones that develop these vaccines, are like, yo, if people are not getting them, remember, these vaccines got to be held under these extreme conditions, right? We're talking about like sub-zero temperatures.
Well, the Moderna one, yeah, but I think this Pfizer one that they got and the Johnson & Johnson one, you don't. You could have it in a regular temperature.
Right, and then Johnson & Johnson is only one shot, and then the other one is two shots.
Two, yeah. The other one's just double dose. You got to get one and then get the first one, and you got to get the second one like 30 days later or some shit like that.
Yeah, some wild shit like that. And I just had a conversation. I want to say it was Tuesday. I'm sitting there in the doctor's office, and the doctor telling me, yo, you got to do this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, I don't know if I really want to do this shit, but you know what? I don't need that other shit to get worse. So
yeah, true.
Like, fuck. But yo, let's take a quick music break.
All right, let's do that.
Yo, I got let's get into this wise guy Frank with Boosie real quick.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do that.
Right, here we go, y'all.
What's up if you want the best shit? BJ Dog. Yeah, with a bad bitch kicking my feet up. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up, yeah. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Scratch in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no teeter. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Scratch in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater. In the jungle with lions and bears. Where them niggas be serving them bells. In the demon, they burning in hell. Like an animal locked in the cell. My dog got a body in the bell. Hold it down, little nigga, don't tell. Run down, I'ma bust out the rail. They don't make niggas like me rare. They don't make niggas like me no more. Fuck nigga can't get no promo. Keep a 9 on me like Romo. And we bang them flat like Zozo. So I got fed to the live zone. A nigga get popped if he get wrong. Bitch, I've been thugging for so long. Keep it high, gotta hold on. Smoking this out, I gotta blow strong. My bitch is out with a hair long. Finna beat the pussy with a deep tone. I like a big mouth with a deep throat. All my nigga be cut though. Big boss nigga head huncho. Click clap bang nigga no more. Try to say what nigga no. Get him knocked off nigga pronto. Gotta get the fatty on go mode. Don't put shit past no hoe. Knock it at the park like so-so. Started at the bottom with no hoe. Couldn't focus on school, had to sell dope. I was sleeping on the floor, I was so broke. Been tricked a couple times, I got though. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Scratch in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Scratch in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater.
New Chris with a bad bitch. 200 tip big stack shit. Alexander McQueen fashion. My swag nasty. Palm trees, we smoking bomb weed. I'm telling no lie. White tee with diamonds on, I'm forever so fly. I kick my feet up on the beach, relax and roll me a wood. Ocean looking so good, plug my hoe looking so good. Get to the guapo, we sleep the top floor. Like BMF, we hit Morocco. We pop the bottles, we fuck the model. Big bags, I show my ass on the re-up. All cash on the re-up. Nigga mad cause they stuck, but we don't give a fuck. Flies and feathers. First we was lost, we got the sauce and we got it together. Niggas mad cause they ain't on our level. Hot cold as a freezer. If it ain't real love, I don't need ya. We flying out, we up. Falling out, we up. Every day is payday. Got more gifts for Lele. You know what time it is, I need a vacate.
With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Christ in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Christ in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater.
John Sarah.
And we back, y'all. Yo,
Yep.
you know who the fuck we are? We are the motherfucking spot.
The spot.
Yo, who needs a sound machine?
Say that again.
I said, who needs a sound machine?
Oh,
We got us.
we got it. Raw.
The raw.
Raw, damn it. Raw.
Yo. But yo, I want to say that I think it's just crazy. You know, and again, this goes with getting older, maturity, understanding certain things, how we're able to identify a lot of things that go on and point out how things been going wrong for a long time. And we have to find a way to fix it. But I think it's going to take us as individuals to really identify it within ourselves and then project it out into the people that are around us, our communities, our friends, our children, and be like, look, you got to stand up, right? That whole saying, if you don't stand for anything,
something, you fall for anything.
Right. And for some reason in our communities, it's hard to stand up, right? Because we're told if we stand up, we're not gonna receive the help and the benefits and all that stuff. And you know, I don't know if I heard it was something that I heard earlier because Jada Kiss and Funkmaster Flex got a new joint, and he was like, Obama gave us the phones and Agent Orange gave us the checks, right? So like in all communities, we're looking for that handout. Like, stop looking for the handout. Like, really create that opportunity for yourselves. And right now, I know there's a lot of people getting that third round of stimulus checks.
Mm-hmm.
I only got one.
Yeah,
I got disqualified from the last two, and I'm like, damn, please. But that forces me to do things on my own and move in a certain way.
That is.
And that's just what it is, because I've situated myself to a point where, and this is not bragging or nothing, but I've situated myself enough where even the government is like, yo, motherfucker, we don't need to help you.
You don't need no help, motherfucker.
I'll be like, but I could use that.
All use it, yeah. You can all use a little bit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
could use it.
Just because I got it don't mean I want to motherfucking spend it. It just, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
I just feel like us as a group, as a people, are hindered by some of the things that, you know what I'm saying, that are so-called there to help us. You know what I mean? Certain programs and things like that. It makes you lazy, for lack of a better term. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you say, you stay looking for the handout because that's what you're accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? So instead of us fixing the shit that's wrong with us, not because we necessarily caused it for us, but systematically it has all happened to us. So therefore, we need to fix the shit because you can't ask the people that put you in the spot that you're in for help because they're never going to give it to you. And if they do, it's going to be some strings attached that's going to, some bullshit or something derogatory to what you're trying to do. And that's get ahead. So the only way it's going to get fixed is if we do it for ourselves. You ever heard that saying? If you want something done right,
do it yourself.
Do it yourself. That's a jewel. That's a jewel.
Right, but it's definitely the truth, and it's unfortunate. A lot of systems that are in place, we have gotten so accustomed to, and
Right.
I've said it before. This is one of those things, and the only reason why I repeat it so many times because it was one of those things that when I read it and I educated myself on it, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Right, because I grew up in a borough that, Manhattan, the first set of projects was LES, right? Lower East Side.
Lower East
That was
Side.
the first set of projects.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I grew up next to 112th Street, right? So from First Avenue on 112th Street all the way to the west side, like, and we talking about avenue, like the width of Manhattan.
That's right. One
To
side, east to the west, baby.
Right, from east to west, from 112th to 115th Street is a strip of project buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's all it is. But the project was invented, what they say it was created for, was to allow low-income families to be able to save money and then
Move
elevate
out.
to different areas. But we got so accustomed to that $100, $200 rent,
people just stay
$300 rent that nobody ever left.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then it was a controlled environment now because we wanted that $200-$300 rent, but then the government decided, we was going to limit your resources.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to supply you with liquor stores,
mm-hmm.
and then we was going to introduce drugs, and we wanted to see how you was going to react to it.
That motherfucking crap, boy.
Whew.
A monster.
Right. So we're sitting there, we're looking at this situation, right? When you look me, when I was older, I never lived in the projects, right? I didn't know what it was to live in the projects. And not that I lived in tenement buildings, right? That was tenement buildings, then moved into a co-op, right? I didn't know what it was to live in the projects, but my friends lived in the projects. I spent more time in the projects than anything. I was like, yo, this shit is cool. Your project apartment is bigger than the tenement apartment. Right?
No lie. I know exactly what you mean.
Right. So I'm like, yo, this shit is dope. But not realizing that, you're looking at the situation and
you're on the outside looking in.
Right. I was on the outside looking in, not on the inside looking out.
Mm-hmm.
But when I read it in a book, right? Because once somebody puts that shit down on paper, that means everybody knows.
Yeah.
Right. And we like, yo, hey, yeah, this is what's going on. Right. We're limiting the resources. And then we put it in a movie, right? To desensitize you from really understanding what's going on.
Yeah.
Right. Because we all know that the CIA was the individuals that introduced the drugs from Cuba and all those places to the United States, to those poverty-stricken areas.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we know that.
Drop that.
Right? That's public record. Because wasn't no nigga in the hood that can only afford $200 rent going to bring back keys.
And we damn sure ain't got no poppy pills.
Right. So it's just one of those things, but being able to understand that, and I appreciate where I grew up I appreciate where I am now and what I've been educated with. And being able to talk to the people the way that we talk to the people, I think is great because although it might not touch them today, what they heard, there will be a point in time that it will resonate with them.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. So we got a lot of things coming up, P Money, in the next few weeks.
We got some verses right coming up.
Yeah, we got a lot of verses coming up. We got well, let me see here. Next one is gonna be I think Earth, Wind, and Fire is gonna have a verses with the Osley brothers this Saturday. That's gonna be crazy. You know, all the old
SWV, right?
That's coming. May the 8th. That's gonna be X Escape versus SWV.
That's interesting though.
Yeah. And before that, why you say that's interesting? Real quick before I go on, I don't know.
No, because they're both dope groups.
Yeah,
both dope.
Yeah,
literally from the same era, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But like, I would really wish they would have individually versed somebody else.
Yeah, I feel you. Well,
and that's just my personal opinion. But
before them on 420, that's April the 20th, if you're checking, is going to be Red versus Meth for 420. I think that's super appropriate. I think that's super appropriate. They're going to play their individual songs.
Okay, because they was on a lot of stuff together.
Of course, and I'm probably sure they might throw one or two of those joints on and perform for the people because they know the views is going to be crazy on that one. Crazy.
But ridiculous crazy.
Yeah, I heard.
I say ridiculous because although Method Man and Redman had, although they was on a lot of stuff together, like
solo shit crazy. We already know,
right? And then there's you got Staten Island, you got Jersey, right? Brick City, right? That was Redman shit all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, they both stand up for where they from, and both fucking phenomenal lyricists. And they all right. We can't even take nothing away from either one of them. So that's
neither of them.
And possibly there's gonna be a verses with Trina and Lil Kim. That's the whisper, but Trina says she'll be down for it, but nobody's reached out to her yet. So you know what I'm saying, that's not official yet. That's just a rumor so far. So we'll see how that transpires. But the big news. For all the fight fans, mark this day on your calendars. May 29th, Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, the official rematch is set. 23 years later, after the big bout where the controversy happened, and they're going to finally put on the gloves and do it again. I mean, if you're a fight fan from the past 20-something years and up, I think you definitely are going to tune in to see this. I don't care how much the pay-per-view costs. They're going to get that money that night.
Oh, yeah. And
definitely going to get that money that night.
And, although, we all know Mike Tyson as being the knockout king, right? He's not moving like that no more.
No, but is Evander moving like he was before? That's the question. I haven't seen him train yet, but I'm going to tell you, P-Money, Mike looks damn good.
He does. No, he definitely
what
does.
I've seen so far, Mike's looking damn good in that ring, bro. And I think if Holyfield is not ready when he goes up in there, it's going to be
he's going to lay down.
It's going to be a quick fight. Yeah.
And I think, and speaking of Mike, right? When we talk about Mike Tyson, right? Mike Tyson had a lot of power. We all know Mike had a lot of power.
Roy said, no matter where Mike hit me, it hurt. He said, everywhere it hurt.
Right. So he still got the power, obviously, right? So, but I think in Tyson's later years, he has become a better fighter, right? And Mike Tyson wasn't, back in the days, although he had the stamina and everything else, he wasn't trying to go past the first round, right? And we all know when he fought Evander, right? Many years ago, he fought Evander, and Evander was able to, get away from those knockout punches.
Yeah, he go the distance with him, but it was right. It was a controversy about headbutts, and he bit
his ear, bro. He bit his ear, so that was pure frustration.
Yeah, after he had sustained an eye injury, I think his eye had got busted, and he had needed stitches or something like that. So he was, he was angry, understandable, but I'm not advocating what he did was correct.
He went straight cannibal, bro. Cannibal.
Yeah, he went full cannibal. No doubt about that. But I can understand the frustration. That's all I'm saying.
But I wonder if Evander is going to be like, yo, I'm going to have to knock your ass out because I'm missing a part of my ear right now. Because
what if Evander come to the ring with earmuffs on? I would just cry, my nigga. I would just cry. I would laugh until the fight was over. Straight up, I would be laughing.
Yo, but you know what? Yo, I appreciate all these OGs taking a forefront and
showing them how it's done.
Right, because this is what real work and real just I'm about my business is. Yo, so for you to be able to, and I can't even use the word bounce back because I don't think I've ever seen fights like Tyson, Evander, Roy, like Floyd. Like there hasn't been fights like that, right?
Very long time.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
So these are real fighters. These are gladiators. These are people that you sit there and you like, yo, I'm gonna watch that.
Used to get excited about watching boxing,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yo, even Butterbean.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Butterbean.
Butterbean?
Yeah, Tommy Gunn, all of them cats, man. I even fucked with him for a little hot second. You know what I'm saying? You was interested to see what was going on after after Klitschko brothers and all of them came into being. It was just like it just lost its luster, But Floyd bought some of that back, but now he's out. So it's like it's nothing interesting again. You know what I'm saying? Now it's until somebody else bring the spark back to it. Hopefully they'll be from Brooklyn. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Also, so y'all stay tuned for that and make sure y'all tune in for that. And I told y'all about the other verses already. Yeah, so boom, give him your social P money. It's about that time.
Yo, you already know it's your boy. It's only when we try and get a social that the joint get crazy, right? Yo, it's your boy Prophet Pete from the city I never sleep. Your girl call me Poppy Shampoo because I stay on her mind. That's Prophet PROFIT _radio_NY. That's how you follow me. And let them know where you from, my G. Wow. Here we go.